Hey guys, it's LSuperSonicQ with a bonus episode 5 to this vintage stuff. I did want to show off the stuff in the pockets, and I thought that was kind of worthy of its own episode in itself, because for one reason or another, the drawings in the pockets didn't officially make it into the binder, or they were in there at one point, and then I pulled them. So I thought we'd go through some of them, because some of them I actually really like. So I'll kind of just pull these in front of the screen. Uh, First one, as I mentioned, I would kind of like retrace that original Sonic Heroes one I drew, and I'd kind of just try and recolor it and redraw it. So that's just a trace of that, and I wrote his name in Japanese, so I don't know, not bad. This one I really like, and I'm glad I finished. Didn't actually know I did finish it until I'm looking at it right now, and it's the entire cast of Sonic Heroes. By today's standards, I would never finish a picture like this because it would just take me too long, and I'd be too perfectionistic, about all the characters. But this one, like I said, I did do it a while ago, and I actually did finish it. The colors are really nice. The background is just completely white, but that works because you're focused on the characters. So I like this one. This was obviously around the time when Sonic Heroes came out, so that's nice. This one, if you thought there were a lot of characters in that Sonic Heroes one, then there were a lot of characters in this one, more so, because it's Sonic X. Again, going back to my thing, I don't like Sonic X, so I wouldn't draw a picture like this by today's standards because I don't like Sonic X enough to draw the artwork from it, and this kind of just shows you how into Sonic X I was. I drew Chris in this. I mean, Chris is the worst Sonic character in existence, and I put him in this picture, so... I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a nice picture with everybody and all the color and everything, so... It does look really nice. Just everybody. So... Bashing on the show, not my artistic ability. This one's kind of weird. Just King Boom Boo attacks from Sonic Adventure 2. We got Knuckles down there punching Boom Boo. So, okay, that's more along the lines of obscurity. This one is Sonic and Friends, just kind of a sketch of Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. When I look at this Tails, I don't know what color crayon I use, but it practically looks red, to me anyway, in real life. I don't know how it looks on the camera necessarily, but, I mean, Knuckles and Tails, they're like the same color, but that's Sonic and Friends. This one is really, really cool, and I really wish I could find more pictures of my earliest years drawing Sonic. But this one, I just wrote Sonic the Hedgehog, and this clearly came from the snowboarding level or it was Ice Cap Zone, in Sonic 3, because I got Knuckles in here, and I remember for Sonic 3 when I was originally playing it on the Genesis, like, I couldn't wait to get to Ice Cap Zone. Like, for some reason, all the ice levels in Sonic I just thought were really cool. So, most notably, just take a look at that. Look at that Sonic. I mean, like, that's so early. So, this is a really nice early picture. I really wish I could find, more earlier ones like this. But for now, that's the only one I have. This one is kind of nice for a couple different reasons. Sonic Adventure, and I got I got pictures of the characters from the opening sequence. Except I don't think Takal is in the opening sequence. But that's that stuff. And what I like about it is I know that the characters aren't really on model, but it's like, for me, it's a vintage drawing of like an old game. So together, the fact that they're both old, in terms of my drawings, it looks old, and the game is old itself. So I don't know. I think it looks really nice, actually. And the background color is definitely a good color. I'm glad I outlined Sonic in like pen so he sticks out a little more. I like that. Then finally, for the Sonic stuff, is Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. I was just messing around with that, classic Sonic Adventure pose. I got the logo up there. I never called the logo in right. Like, I don't know why I never, I'd use artwork. At this point, I was using artwork probably, I'm assuming I probably used artwork for, like, Sonic and stuff, but I didn't use artwork for the logo. Like, why not? And Sonic is a little bit, or in this one, he's a little bit, like, sketchy along the edges. I try to do that for the sake of, making him that Sonic Adventure style. So those were my Sonic drawings, but we're not done. We're going to take a look at my multi-franchise binder pocket drawings. So to start the multi-franchise binder off is Gara, and this one actually did replace the other one, or no, this one was replaced by the other one that was in the book, so that's why he's not there anymore. But this one is actually a full body, and I wrote his name out in Japanese again with the Sand logo, so That's that. Then we got Naruto, which actually isn't too bad of a Naruto. But I don't know. I guess I just didn't think it was good enough to actually put in, or I think it may have been in at one point, but I needed to replace it with something because I only had so many of those sleeves. But it's not too bad. Then we just got some random sketch. I guess I just put that in there for the sake of putting it in there. I really don't like this very much, but there it is. Then we got Dawn Patch from Bobo. So, and that one's not on model at all, or on the artwork on character. A lot of these ones in here I actually did not use any artwork or anything for, so that's probably why a reason to why they're not actually in the binder is because these ones were just like, you know, off the top of my head sketches. This Naruto is on like a bigger piece of paper and it's a better quality paper. It's actually not too bad except when it gets to the arm because it's kind of short and like cuts off weird, but like from like the neck up it doesn't look too bad. So Naruto. This was not my first Kakashi, but it was like it was like the first time that I actually drew like a successful looking Kakashi. And that's that. Wrote the names in Japanese because I thought that was like the coolest thing to do was like write a Naruto character's name in Japanese. So this one is actually one of the only video game ones I have in this pocket. Actually, Shadow the Hedgehog. I really like this game. Honestly, at the time I was like, "What is this Shadow with a gun? Like, why Sega and stuff?" But now, if you actually, when I actually look at it, I'm gonna like get off into a tangent about the game. But it's a really really good game with a really good story. I mean, more or less, but I mean. Just I don't know. It does have a good storyline to Shadow and stuff, and I like the artwork. I like Shadow as a Sonic character. So anyway, that was just me rambling. But Shadow the Hedgehog. I guess I'll just flip through all these, even though I don't really want to. Those variations that I was talking about, I just retrace and draw a million times. You know, just different logo placement and stuff. I can't believe I actually like traced it. I mean, by today's standard, just put it in my copy or just copy 20 pages instead of spending the time to retrace it. Oh, this is a pretty good Zabuza that I actually don't know why it's not in the book. It kind of should be. I'm looking at it. It's a really nice Zabuza. Over here, and I wrote at the bottom, the demon in the snow, because that was like the episode where he like died or whatever. That's like my favorite Naruto episode. Like that, like I said, that entire arc is just amazing. So, and then I wrote his name in Japanese, of course, because why would you not? Random Bobo. Looking super sketchy, so did that on purpose, but different. Alright, these next three are my first Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi, so I'll start with Sasuke. Yeah, that's my first Sasuke for you. I did not use any artwork for these, except I did for Naruto. There was this, I was looking at like a picture of a Shonen Jump in like a magazine or something, and I saw like it was a picture of a Shonen Jump, and then the Shonen Jump had like all like the what's inside and stuff on it, and there was a little picture of Naruto, and that's what I drew the Naruto from. But I'll get to that in a second. Sasuke, I did not use any artwork for. Kakashi, I did not use any artwork for. Probably not. He was looking really weird. And then the Naruto, like I said though, I did use a little tiny icon for that, so it's actually not a bad looking first Naruto. I'll be honest. Not so much on cue, but not completely off base. I could give him a glove too. He's wearing a glove. I thought that was kind of weird, but I don't know. First attempt, so it's looking not too bad. Then we got a Zabuza that I'm kind of glad I pulled from the book. The other one is much better. I never liked this one because his head was always too big and his body was always too small and stuff. But the logo is pretty cool, or his name. Random stuff here. Naruto and Sasuke just fighting. Naruto a little bit more on character than Sasuke, but that was kind of just a random concept. Didn't really come from anything. Then we got Kakashi from the Naruto Volume 3. Just experimenting, I guess. And then finally, to finish off this epic in-depth this epic vintage binder thing. Wow. That's taken so long to actually film and get all this stuff out that I seem to have forgotten the title. Super sketchy over here, Kyogre, just kind of whoosh with the lightning. And then over on the other side is Groudon. Kind of like slashing at the paper, so. And thus ends. No, it doesn't end yet. I spoke too soon, because there's one more thing I want to show. Just where exactly did I keep all of those pictures? Well, this was my multi-franchise binder. Sonic X, Sonic over there. And then this one was my all Sonic binder, which actually this was a picture I had in the binder, and I'm like, I need a cover for this. Instead of drawing another one, I just wrote all Sonic book, because there was a lot of space up here. So, that officially concludes the vintage drawing stuff. The month of drawings, which was back in June, because I already have my most recent pictures out and stuff. So, that was everything. And this works out perfectly because this is up now. Next week is my CD collection. Then the 15th is a Saturday, and that'll probably be when I put my first fall video on when I start the fall stuff. Will I have more drawings in the near future? I'm actually going to say yes. I'm probably going to show off. Probably not like vintage drawings, but if when I draw new stuff, and I still have some new stuff, I could probably show off. Some of it being video games, some of it being not, so I wouldn't mind doing that. But for the time being right now, LSuperSonicQ, thanks for watching, guys. As always, until the next video, that's it. So thin.